Are you looking for a beekeeping mentor? Then watch this video. Hello, Griff Rees here, and welcome to Gwyn and Griffith's YouTube channel. Here we talk everything beekeeping, farming, countryside living, and we do reviews as well. Now, if you want to stay tuned with me, I'm on every social media platform that's out there: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. So if you like this video and you want to follow more of me, go to those pages there. Beekeeping mentor. Now, when you're looking for a mentor, it's important to know what your end game is. Whether you want this to remain as a hobby activity or you want to be a professional and be a bee farmer. But depending on which aspect you're going for, finding a bee mentor revolves the same principles whichever way you go. So, for example, if we're going to go down the hobby route, this video is going to be concentrating more on the hobby beekeeper more than the professional beekeeper. But if you want to be a professional beekeeper, stay tuned, because I'm going to throw a lot of different hints and tips in this video. So, as a hobby beekeeper, what do you want to do? Do you want to produce honey? Do you want to produce beeswax? Or maybe you want to sell bees and breed queens? Well, if you want to produce honey, you've got to find a mentor that's successful at producing honey every single year. And it's the same whether you want to start keeping bees and breed bees. You need a beekeeper mentor that is successful breeding bees and breeding queens. There's no point you going to a mentor that hasn't got that much experience and isn't very successful in doing so. You're not going to learn anything from those kinds of people, because a mentor is someone who is more skilled or knowledgeable than you, and you want to extract that information out of them so that you can use it yourself. Start off with, so the first thing you need to ask your mentor or potential mentor is, how many hives do you run? Now, I would say a minimum for any level of beekeeping, you've got to have 5 hives. Now, when I say they'd have to be keeping bees for at least 3 years as well. So 5 hives, minimum 3 years. Now, if someone's keeping 5 hives and they've been successfully doing so for 3 years, they're obviously doing something right. Because a lot of beekeepers start early, they go into their first year, second year, the bees die off, they're not sure what's happening, what's going on, and they end up losing interest and they give it up. So stay away from those kinds of people. So that's my guide. Someone's got 5 hives and they've been keeping it as long as for 3 years. That there is a minimum, okay? Very important, that. Minimum. Time on the bees is crucial. Okay, I'll say that again. Time on the bees is crucial. Now, when you want to find a mentor, experience is time on the bees, not how many years you've actually kept bees, okay? So, let me break this down, let me explain. So, if you've got 1 hive, you're doing 1 inspection a week. So 1 hive, 1 inspection a week. 4 a month, 24 a season. Now, a season I class as 6 months. Okay, that's what I class a beekeeping season as. So, if you look here, if you've got someone's got 1 hive, they're only doing 24 inspections a season. That's not a lot. So let's bring it up a couple more hives. Let's bring it up to 5 hives. So that's 5 inspections a week, 20 a month, and that's 120 a season. Now as you can see there, just by increasing the number of hives from 1 to 5, instead of doing 24 inspections a season, you're doing 120 inspections a season. Now times that by 3 and you've got a fair bit of experience to teach someone how to keep bees. And that's why that there is my minimum of experience and number of hives when you're looking for someone to mentor you in the beekeeping world. But let's take that a step further, okay? Let's go into bee farming category here now. So, for example, most years I got about 70 hives. So, 70 hives, or 70 inspections a week, 280 a month, 1,680 a season. Now if you're fortunate enough to get mentored by a bee farmer, he's going to be so much more experienced than any other type of beekeeper. Now if you've got a beekeeper, he's been keeping bees for 20 years, but he's only on the 5 hives per year mark. If you're a bee farmer, a couple of years and you've got more experience than him, easy. Now, what people don't understand, sometimes it's not how long you've kept bees, it's how many bees you've kept. And you can see it plain here. One hive, you're only doing 24 inspections a season. Bump it up to 5, you're doing 120 a season. But if you're a bee farmer, keeping about 70 hives like me, you're doing over 1,500 inspections a season. Now, when you're thinking of problems within the hive, when you're on that type of scale, you're going to see those problems a lot more often than in these two categories. So, in these two categories, they probably maybe never seen a drone laying queen, or problems that occur within the hive. They might not have seen that, where on this type of level, they are going to be able to see it. And if that happens to you, they're going to be in a situation where they can guide you and educate you and take you out of that problem, because they've already done it purely on how many inspections they do per season times by how many years that they've kept bees for. And that's why time on the bees is crucial when you're looking for a mentor, because the whole point of a mentor is to learn off them. There's no point getting a mentor when he's on this kind of level. It's got to be that as a minimum, or aim for something like that or more. So you found a mentor. Number 1, he's successful in the field, and number 2, he's a minimum this many hives for 3 years. Now, how to get him to mentor you for free? So the first thing you need to understand, you need to give value first. No one's going to teach you how to keep bees or mentor you for absolutely free, so you've got to always give value first. More often than not, the beekeeping mentor is going to be a bit older than you, maybe a lot older than you, depending on your age. So, for example, argument's sake, your mentor is 60 to 80 years old. He's got a fair few years of experience, and they've got time on their hands. They've retired, they're just keeping it as a hobby, and they're enjoying doing so like that. They might have been a bee farmer a few years ago, but they just reduced hive numbers down for a time and more of enjoying the hobby more than anything. So, what is he struggling with at that age? Are the supers heavy for him? Is he struggling moving kit back and forth? Maybe his eyesight's going and he can't spot the queens or mark the queens anymore. If you can go there and assist him or her in doing those tasks, then you're going to be giving value to him, and you're going to be an asset to him rather than a pain that's just leeching off of him all the time. So always give value first. Now, an elderly beekeeper is going to be more than happy to take someone along with him if you can do all the donkey work for him or her's behalf. That is a great way to start getting a mentor for free, and getting the advice for free. Now, it's not going to be, you're not going to get the knowledge for free straight away. You've got to build that relationship up, and you've got to keep giving over those couple of weeks for him or her to trust you, and vice versa, you need to trust them as well. If you offer value first, you will get value back in return. That I promise you, and that is how a lot of people start keeping bees. Because we all know beekeeping is a very hard hobby to just pick up by yourself. There's a lot of stuff to know, a lot of information that you need to learn, and by getting a mentor, going out there with someone else who's got bees, doing hive inspections, that is the best way that you're going to learn how to pick up the skill of keeping bees. And at the end of the day, knowing how to keep bees is very valuable. That information is worth money. So if money's no object, the best way to learn without a doubt is to go on a beekeeping course. A lot of the guys running beekeeping courses are bee farmers. It's part of their business model as they train other beekeepers on how to keep bees. And just within a day, you might be able to do 10, 20, 30 inspections in a single day with a bee farmer or someone who's running courses. Now that is a crash course in keeping bees. You're going through hives, going through hives, going through hives, you're building experience, you're building confidence, and you're building your knowledge. So if you want to fast track your beekeeping career, whether it's a hobby or a business, then definitely going on a course and paying a bee farmer is the best and fastest way to do that. But if you don't really want to spend money, then the second best option is to offer someone value, help them out first, and then they will teach you how to keep bees in return. Now they might not even know that they're doing it. You just being around them, watching them going through the bees, asking questions as you're going through the bees, you're going to learn a lot just like that. So there we have it. That's my rules on how to find a beekeeping mentor and how to get one for free as well. Now I know this works because I know a lot of beekeepers, a lot of bee farmers. I know dozens and dozens and dozens of people who have taken up the craft of keeping bees, and a lot of them have done it just like that. Thanks for watching.